Hey everybody, it's Tuning Forks. And look, I have a motorcycle back. Well, I guess it wasn't a break for you guys. But for me, I have not had my bike in like 2 weeks. Mainly because I've been out of town. And it's all clean and waxed and ooh-wee. This thing is pretty. I never clean this thing. I'm such a bad bike owner. But wanted to give a shout out to my boys at MSP Cycles. Rod and the guys here are just great. They and they did not pay me to do this. But yeah, good, honest guys. Very reasonably priced. You know, they do good work. They kind of they're the type of guys that have a shop so they can fund their racing habit, which is good for me, and good for everybody really, because I mean, who doesn't want a nice tuned bike? Oh man, it's so good to be back on my bike. Yes, I've got a new front tire, a Pilot Power 3, so I'll have to show you guys that at some point. You know, I've been riding the Pilot Power 2 CTs. It's a dual compound tire. This Pilot Power is also a dual compound tire, but apparently it lasts longer, which is good because I've been getting round about, you know, 4,000-5,000 miles out of my tires, my rear tires, and I've been getting about let me see here, I've been getting about 6,000-7,000 miles out of my front tires, and that's mainly because I ride at a really spirited pace through the mountains a lot. Every free weekend that I have, I go up there and go riding. So, you know, it's good to get new rubber. Man, these things are awesome. It's got a good bit of lean to it, man. I don't know if you can see them, but it's still got the rubber nipples on there. I got a new choke cable because this one was frozen up. They accidentally broke my windscreen, my zero gravity double bubble or whatever windscreen. A tab broke off when he was taking it off, so I got a new one of those free of charge because they broke it. So they were like, yeah, we just did it because you know, we figured you'd be okay with it. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. So really honest, stand-up guys. So yeah, let's see, I got the carbs synced, so that idle is a little bit higher than it did before, but that's okay. Man, yeah, that sounds nice. I wonder if I'll get any better gas mileage. That's you know, I've got this Yoshimura pipe on here, the RS3 on here, and you know, I've also got the Ivan's Jet Kit, which you know, I don't know if you guys know it, but I don't know if I maybe talked about it in some of my other moto vlogs, but I used to have another FZ1. This is actually my second FZ1. My first one got stolen a couple years ago, and I got this one. But anyway, on that one, you know, I had not done anything to the carbs. There was no kind of mods really, other than I had a Yoshimura TRS, which, you know, the RS3 and the TRS are essentially the same. You know, I know there's going to be somebody in the comments, no, they're different in whatever way, but, you know, actually the performance specs, the bore on it, you know, the middle bit, all that's the same. The only thing that's different really is that the outside on the TRS is kind of like triangular shaped, and the RS3 is rounded. Well, in all the research that I did, they were all exactly the same. So, that was weird. So I had that on there. I didn't have an Ivan's jet kit or anything, and I got around, 37, 38 miles per gallon around town. And, where am I? Oh, I'm up near Zyka. That place is so good. Good Indian food. Anyway, yeah, I had that. I had just the TRS in there. I'll just be slowpoke, whatever. But this bike, and I got like high 30s for miles per gallon. And this bike, I have the Ivan's jet kit on here, which gives me more horsepower. It's a better fuel flow or something. I don't know anything about that, I guess. But a little bit more power. I didn't do it myself. The previous owner did it. And it had a stock exhaust on here. And it, you could tell that there was more giddy up. There was more power than my other bike had. But it, felt kind of stifled. And man, as soon as I put this new pipe on here, this thing just opened up. It's like somebody turned on the crazy switch. And it's pushing close to, I don't know how many horsepower. The things that I've read, the dyno tests online, take that with a grain of salt. But I think it was somewhere around 130 for horsepower. So, take that with a grain of salt. I don't know. I haven't tested this one, but all I know is that it was a significant difference in how it handled. Well, not handled, but how it would giddy up, and how it felt. But also, whoa, that shit is awesome. What was also a big difference, though, that really kind of hurt my feelings, was that, man, it started drinking gas. Like, this thing, my mileage dropped, from 36, 37 miles per gallon down to about 31 miles per gallon. And man, that hurt my feelings. Yeah, it significant drop in that. And so, I talked to the guys. I wanted to get a couple of different things done. There were a couple like little things that were, it was like, well, I could spend, all weekend doing a lot of this stuff myself or whatever, and I don't really know what I'm doing, and especially like the clutch cable and all that stuff. Or I can just take it to them. I've got to get a new tire put on anyway. And they're trustworthy. And I've gotten lots of work done by them before. They're the ones that actually checked over the bike when I first got it. Yeah, so took it to those guys. They hooked it up. Also my turn signals were not working before. Well, my right one was. My left one was not, and I don't know why. But it was weird, and so now they work. And the people behind me are wondering, which way is this guy going? What is he doing? I have no idea. Oh man, this front tire has some lean to it, man. Woo! I wonder what the difference. Oh, hey Ferrari. I wonder what the difference in degrees of lean this front tire has, because man, it is responsive. I like it. I like it. You like that? I like that. So yeah, Church Street. Oh, I'm getting close to Decatur. Okay, now I know where I am. But yeah, so weird riding a motorcycle without gloves. I have I don't think I've ever ridden this far without gloves. I usually put them on even if I'm, oh, big pothole. Even if I'm going to be moving my bike just kind of around a parking lot or whatever, you know, just because, you know, in case I fall, I mean, I want to catch myself, and man, I hate getting my hands skint up. So nasty. Because I have such pretty hands. Actually, they're all pruny from being wet earlier. But anyway, I don't know where I am, really. I mean, I know I'm in downtown Decatur, but I don't know which way I should go. We'll just decide at random. Me in front of you. Oh well. Well, I guess this is a good enough time. Oh, East Ponce. I know where that is. So yeah. Anyway, well, I guess Lost in Decatur is a good enough time to say goodbye to all you people. Remember to, if you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up. Those kids, I don't know, people look at me weird when I'm motovlogging at a red light. Anyway, give a big thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe. You know, if you want to see more videos. If you don't, well then, hey, whatever. There are other things to look at. So, anyway, holla at your boy. I gets money.